So recently I've been exploring the wonderful world of home automation and I've been having a lot of fun with it. My first project was a simple one. I connected the main lamp in my living room to Home Assistant, set up a couple of nice automations, and it's been working great ever since. This was a good start, but I wanted to go a little bit further for the next project and try controlling multiple devices, ideally without having to have my phone on hand. So I made this. I'm calling this the Prusa Launcher. It's a DIY Home Assistant connected touchscreen that lets me turn my printers on and off from anywhere in my house without needing my phone. And because my printers are now connected to Home Assistant, I can turn them on from anywhere and take advantage of really cool features like Easy Print straight from the Prusa app. I got the ball rolling on this project by collecting all the hardware that I'll need. For the display, I opted to use this ESP32 touchscreen that's affectionately referred to as the cheap yellow display by the internet. And it's got a couple of features that make it a perfect fit. Firstly, it's got an ESP32 chip, meaning that it can connect to Home Assistant using ESP Home, and it's got a touchscreen, meaning that it's just easier to interact with. And the only other hardware needed were the two smart plugs that I'll be using. I bought these two from Amazon and they're part of the same set that I used to make my living room lamp smart as well. They're easy to set up. You plug them in and connect them using this third-party app called Tuya, which in turn connects to Home Assistant. So guys, I've gone ahead and set up those two smart plugs, connected them to the third-party app, and now here we are in Home Assistant on my phone. So we've got two plugs set up, one for my Core One and one for my MK4S. We're going to go ahead and test it, make sure it's all working. So we'll go ahead and turn our MK4S on. Perfect, that's working exactly as intended. Let's go ahead and check out the Core One. So at the moment, this display is just showing a demo program that I found online. It doesn't actually do anything. So our first step is going to be to connect this to Home Assistant, get a very simple YAML file uploaded onto it and make sure it's all working. And then we've got something that we can build and iterate on. So let's go ahead and do that and then we'll go from there. So in Home Assistant, we're going to be using ESP Home to make all this work. If you haven't got it installed already, head over to Settings, Apps, type in ESP Home, get it installed and make sure you select Show in Sidebar so it's always ready for you. And once you've got ESP Home installed, head over to it and click Add New Device and click on Open ESP Home Web. This takes you to a new page where you can actually connect to your ESP device, so click Connect and you should see a list of available COM ports appear. Select the COM port that your ESP is connected to. Click Install, let ESP Home get your ESP ready, and then once that's done, set up your Wi-Fi connection. Head back to ESP Home Builder and you should see an option to say One Device Detected. Click on that and then click Take Control. Name your device and then again click Take Control. So far so good. We've got the display and Home Assistant talking to each other, but now we want to go a step further and actually control Home Assistant devices using the display. So what we're going to do is put a couple of buttons on the screen, touchscreen buttons, and then make some helpers in Home Assistant and see if we can use the display to control those. Helpers are basically virtual devices that you can set up in Home Assistant for when you're testing different things. So I've made two helpers, one to match each printer, and then I've updated the YAML file to help me control those helpers using the display. So guys, here's our new UI uploaded onto the display. So we've got two buttons, one for the Core One, one for the MK4S, and we've got two helpers up here as well. So we're just going to make sure that everything is working. Here's the Core One helper. So you can see, using the display, I'm able to turn this on and off, so that's working well. And now let's check the MK4S. There you go. That's all working exactly as intended, so we're making some really good progress here. Cool, so we've kind of got all the main parts working now. We've got a display with 2 buttons which can each control a helper on Home Assistant. So that's really the main nuts and bolts in place. What I want to do now is shift focus onto one of my favorite parts, which is making a nice UI for this so it looks like a real product, and then at the end we can tie everything together. So let's get into it. So I really like the icons Prusa uses in their slicer to represent their printers. So I took a couple of screenshots, took them over into Photoshop and got them cleaned up. So for us to use the graphics that we've just made, we need to upload them directly onto Home Assistant OS. And I'll show you guys how I did it. I'm not convinced that it's the best way, but it's the way that I came up with. So if anybody knows a more straightforward way, please drop a comment down below. So first, I downloaded an app called File Editor, and then I used that to upload the PNG images onto Home Assistant. Then I used another app called Terminal to get a shell on the machine, and then I moved those PNG images into the directory that the YAML files are stored in. And that means in the YAML you can refer to those images directly. So I'm really happy with the way this UI is looking. It looks quite professional and nice, and it almost looks like a Prusa product maybe. And the buttons, if you guys have a look over here, they work quite well. So when the printers are on, they're a little bit lighter, and then if you turn them off, they shrink a little bit and go a bit darker. So UI is good. We're going to tie this into the smart switches a little bit later on. But this video would not be complete without a little bit of CAD and 3D printing. So let's go ahead and make a housing for this so that it looks really good. And so I got to work making some different designs in Fusion 360. And at the moment I don't have access to multicolor printing yet. At the moment I haven't got access to multicolor printing, so the workaround that I've developed is basically doing it in 2 stages. I first printed out the orange hexagons, then I changed the filament, started a new print of the main plate, and then it all lifts off as one piece. And the first time I did this didn't exactly go according to plan, but then after tweaking a few settings I was able to get some decent results. I came up with 2 main designs for the front face, and in the end chose the one that had the channel name on it only because I thought it looked a little bit better. So all in all guys, I'm really happy with the way this turned out. It was a fun little project that gave me a chance to explore Home Assistant a little bit better and also experiment with some UI design, which is something I always enjoy. All the files for this project you'll find links to in the description below. Let me know in the comments what features we can add for round 2, and I'll see you guys next time.